and let's take a look at our final matchup here.
Huge.
And this is the fun one. This is the good one, guys.
This is the best one.
This is the one that that everybody's going to be looking at, that most likely the most highlights will come from, just because it is two massive market teams and probably the best teams in baseball.
Absolutely.
Dodgers, Giants.
Huge.
It is giant.
It is a giant matchup. And like I wrote here at the top, kind of like what this series is going to feel like. It's going to be a war of attrition. If that wild card game the other night said anything about the Dodgers or about the Cardinals, even in respect to the Cardinals, they put up a good game.
Goddamn right they did.
They put up a good game.
Goddamn right.
Good fight. But it's going to come down to the grind, the battle. Those, can you strand the runners in scoring position with one out? Can you do that? Because both of these offenses are so good.
Yeah.
They're number 2 and number 3 in the last month of September.
Yeah.
They're both their OPSs. For the Dodgers, 813. For the Giants, 812.
Okay.
Literally
So
the same. Batting average, Dodgers, 262. Giants, basically the same, 269.
Yeah.
And their bullpens have been so good. Bullpen for the Dodgers, 266. And for the Giants, 242. Wow. It's going to be a grind. And their pitching, we'll get into it, is the same. What do you think about their offenses?
Yeah, I mean, like these are two juggernauts, man. It's like whoever wins this is going to be the favorite to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
I made the prediction that it's going to be the Giants, and I still want to stick with that.
Me too.
I still think the Giants have this.
Me too.
Their starting pitchers are really good. Their bullpen, and that's the thing about their bullpen.
Yeah.
And not to say the Dodgers hasn't either. They have as well.
One of the best.
But the entire season long, the Giants have never had a bad bullpen. Never once. It's always been like top 3 in the league.
Yeah.
Granted, Dodgers are right up there too, but something about these Giants just hits different this year.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but it's there.
Yeah. Like, I feel like, and like it goes down to their record too. Like, when you look at their records, the Giants were just slightly better in such a massive win total year for both of them. And I feel the same way with their team. I think their team is just slightly better this year. And let's take a look at what their pitchers have done in the last little bit in the month of September.
Do it.
Buehler. Buddy, Buehler's been struggling. 4.83 ERA in the month of September.
It's pretty rough.
That's rough.
It's rough.
That's rough for a guy who's up there for Cy Young. And he's going against Logan Webb in Game 1, a 3.98 ERA. So he's also been a little bit scuffly too.
Okay.
Game 2, and this is huge. Gonsolin's probably going to be pitching. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be Gonsolin because Kershaw's injured. That's huge.
That's massive. That is massive.
That could tip the scale. Honestly, that one guy and Max Muncy being gone,
too.
That could tip the scale.
Because Muncy's contributing to that September OPS for the most part as well, right? And I mean, Kershaw obviously very, very elite. I know people have stuff to say when he comes to the playoffs, but still, it's Clayton fucking Kershaw.
It's Kershaw, man.
And Max Muncy was an MVP candidate for a long period of this year. So they are missing out on what I would argue to be two very, very key players for them. Gonsolin, though, 4.05 ERA during September, and then he'll be up against Gausman.
Gausman with also a 4.05 ERA in the month of December. So the first two guys that they're going to be rolling out there, supposedly with Gonsolin, are a little rough. So you might see the fireworks, the bats going off there, but then the hot pitchers coming in with Urias, 206 for the Dodgers, and Wood with a 138. It's all month of September.
Hardly anything.
Incredible. Like, what the heck?
That's like zero.
However, Wood is coming off an injury, so that is something that maybe he gets
something
pitch
to monitor right there.
Yep. And then Scherzer, even though he had a rough, like those 2 rough games with the 5 earned runs before the season ended, he did have a great wild card game.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
For as good, because great, like in terms of what he had to deal with the St. Louis lineup, working him like the way they did.
They worked him, man. They definitely worked. I mean, like, I didn't love all of his pitches, but at the end of the day, the box score read 1 earned run. That's what it said at the end of the day. He got into jams, but he also got out of them, right? So, yeah, I mean, I can nitpick and stuff, but how many did he give up?
Yeah. One. And in the month of September, 2.29 ERA. And he had a stretch of like no earned runs for like many starts.
There was a lot of starts there where Max Scherzer was the best pitcher in baseball.
Yes, it was incredible. And he might go up against DeSclafani.
DeSclafani. He's very good.
2.25 ERA.
He's very good.
So it's huge. It's huge. For me, for the Giants, in order for them to win, they have to capitalize on that Gonsolin start. They have to. Because it's going to be a battle, guys. And if you're going to grab a win, grab it from Gonsolin.
Well,
he's still good.
They gotta capitalize on Buehler, too.
They got to capitalize on Buehler, too.
Buehler's going to struggle.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, you have to get him when he's down, right? This guy will shut you out if he's hot. So if he's hitting a 4.83 ERA, then you would better be hitting him, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Dodgers, in order for them to win, they got to work the Giants. They got to put up that attrition. They got to work those giant pitchers, because here's the thing. There's going to be non-stop pitchers coming at you. Non-stop. This is what I'm talking about. This is like World War I kind of crap going on right here. You got to work the war of attrition going on, because you got to work them, get them out of the game, get their good pitchers in, work them, get them out of the game. You got to get to like game 4 or 5, and they got to be tired. They got to be tired.
Well,
that's the way you got to beat them, man.
That's the thing, though, right? Because
make a mistake.
Everyone always says, "Oh, like let's get to the starting pitcher so we can get them out of the game." But for these guys, like it almost doesn't even matter, because you're going to get somebody maybe even better coming out of the pen. So you can only hope that if you do get to game 5, well, you've already seen this guy maybe once or twice. So he is a little bit tuckered out, and they're kind of forcing him in this.
Yeah, you have to, man. It's like literally, that's why I'm going Giants winning this series, because like they are a force wall. They are a giant wall. You have to do anything to break it down.
Defense wins championships, man.
And defense, man. I mean, we haven't even talked about it on this stream, but like, I play good defense.
Yeah,
that's what it could come down to an error. It could literally be that. It's going to be one of the best series out of all the division series.
I agree, man. 100%. Yeah, we definitely got to go live for at least one of these games for sure. You know, maybe that Wood Urias or Gonsolin Gosman, depending on when those games fall. We got to take a look at our schedule.